Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite albums of all time, My War from Black Flag. So as you may know, if you've watched some of my other videos, I still have the CD, but it got really scratched up because I had to make a homemade case for it because the original case broke. Like, it just shattered, and then I made a paper case for it, and that paper case scratched up the CD, so I was missing about like 40% of the album. So since I'm switching to vinyl, and I just got my new record player about a week ago, when I was going through my local record store, I picked this up because like I wanted the whole thing, because I was missing a lot of the album, and it was already one of my favorite albums of all time. So I really like this, especially like even more on vinyl probably since I have the album artwork now. So this is the album artwork, anyways. So there's like a half pig, half human kind of looking guy. He's really ugly looking, of course. Anyways, and then there's just either a sock puppet or just a boxing glove and holding a knife as it's about to stab him. And of course, the Black Flag logo and the bars. And on the back, there's the track listing in yellow with a black background. It looks really arty. Well, this is a really arty album too. If you like Damage just because it was super hardcore and angry and just kind of blazed through, well, with the exception of TV Party, and which there's nothing like TV Party on this album. This is a hardcore, serious album. Anyways, if you just like Damage because it's really hardcore or whatever, and you don't like other kinds of music, you probably won't like this, because this is a really arty album, as opposed to how Damage was just traditional punk rock. So, this album sounds a lot, even the hardcore punk songs on this album just sound more schizophrenic. I think that's because of Henry Rollins' vocal performance. He screams a lot, but he also, like, kind of whispers sometimes, but, like, in the background of the song, and that makes it sound creepier. It's just really cool. Or, like, on the song, on side 2, which is mostly sludge metal type songs, on side 2 of the song, Three Nights, you hear him, like, whispering in the background, and then you hear him saying stuff, and then, like, you hear the whispering and saying stuff back towards the end of the song, and it makes it sound more intense and claustrophobic until the song finally breaks and the next one starts, and you just hear a thudding bass drum, and it just sounds so cool. So, yeah, the first song on the album, My War, is one of my favorite songs of all time. I really like the intro on the guitar, because it sounds really cool, and it sounds kind of, like, creepy and dark, because that's kind of the tone that they're going for on this album. Until it breaks and then Henry Rollins screams, my war, you're one of them, blah, blah, blah. And that's all. That song probably has really good lyrics, like, probably the best on the album. That and Three Nights and Scream have really good lyrics. So Can't Decide is really good as well. It has kind of a surfy kind of guitar riff to it, so that's really cool. Beat My Head Against the Wall is my second favorite song on this album, because it has just a really good chorus. When he says, swimming in the mainstream is such a lame dream, no method to the madness, beat my head against the wall. Like, that sounds so cool, because I hate mainstream music, so, yeah. And then track 4, I Love You, is just really satirical. It's not serious, so it's kind of like, like the Misfits' Dynamite Darling or Helena, that type thing. And then Forever Time and Swingin' Man, they're kind of, they have more of a classic rock kind of vibe to them. So they're probably not my favorite songs on the album, but they're still pretty good songs. And side 2 was just amazing. I mean, it's only 3 songs. Well, side 1 is about like 5 or 6. Forgot. And it's just really cool. Like, the overall vibe of side 2 is just so dark, It sounds like the band has gone to hell and back in the 4 years between Damaged and My War. So, if you're into, like, dark, scary music, or just frustrated, or you're just a frustrated, angry, depressed person, then this album is definitely for you. So, yeah, I really love this album. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Anyways, so getting back to the packaging, on the inside, of course, it's just a plain white sleeve, and it's on black vinyl. I'm not going to take it out, because I can't really, this won't stay up very well if I don't put it up, so. It was My War from Black Flag. It's a great album. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.